Welcome to WonderFest TV, spreading empowerment through you and to you.
Right to your home.
I'm Leonard.
I'm Arlene Paculan.
We're doing this together in unity. Yes.
Yes.
With Ralph.
Ralph is our table plant.
He is a table plant.
He is our Superman all the time.
Yes, he is. We keep him around for his oxygenation and his wit, of course.
Excellent. So this week, we usually talk about different aspects of empowerment.
It's true.
This week, we're talking about
individuality and uniqueness of everyone.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? We like to be interesting here too at WonderFest TV at Rogers and Mississauga. Yeah, I mean, the point being that no one can tell your story like you can. Well, unless you get a ghostwriter or whatever, but
still, they don't have that experience
Yeah.
of what you actually went through. So, like, autobiographies are probably the best things to read in terms of, like, trying to really understand the person. Biographies, it's someone else's words.
Mm-hmm.
Even creations and, like, artwork. It's a little bit of you.
Yeah, I mean, even if you and I are to write a music or to paint a picture, then it's going to have a little bit of you're going to see my voice coming through and your voice coming through.
Exactly.
We all have our own voice, our own way of speaking, our own words that we choose.
Right.
And it's really important to embrace that and be yourself and go on your path.
Do you find that in our society that is something that people are dealing with in terms of, like, they're trying to figure out, like, how much they could express, or do they feel like they shouldn't express their story?
And I feel like, I absolutely do. And I feel like that happens in branding, in music as an artist, and also just being a person in the world. I mean, they're always... In music specifically, they always want to compare you to someone. Well, what's your sound?
Yeah.
What do you sound like? And, take David Bowie, may he rest in peace.
Yes.
Back in the day, Ziggy days and stuff, he was out of this world, and he was, if he didn't keep going, he wouldn't have made it.
Exactly.
Because he didn't fit in anywhere. And now everybody wants to emulate him.
Oh, for sure.
So that's the thing that's really important, is to stick to who you are, because there's a reason that you're that reason. There's a reason you get the ideas you do, and the feelings you do, and the bolts of inspiration that you do, right?
Yeah, I really like that you brought David Bowie up, only because, like you said, at that time, you look at his videos, and at that time you probably wonder, like, wow, this is out of this world.
Yeah.
And he talked about, being in space and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's the one who brought all those ideas into play, and now so many people are influenced by him.
Yep.
All thanks to him allowing himself to do it. So imagine how much potential we have yet to release in our lives. That gives me goosebumps just knowing.
And I really do believe that there are a lot of people out there with a lot of unique ideas who think that they're too crazy or out there, and they're not going to pursue them because, well, that's never been done before. That's not a thing.
Exactly. I'm sure nobody's ever put a face on this wonderful plant before.
Not on this one, probably. We almost didn't have Ralph.
That's true.
So now we do.
Thank you to Sonia.
So I think it's really important, Sonia, to express our gratitude for you and your otherworldliness and your brilliance. So Ralph thanks you too.
Excellent. And part of our fun show is we like to chat with a Superman and a Wonder Woman.
Yes.
And this week we have a couple special people.
Yes, we do. We have our Wonder Woman is Deshana Nana. She's a Special Olympian in Ontario, and I'm very excited to have her on. She's positive, glorious energy, and I love it.
Right.
And then our Superman.
We've got Stevie Connor, who's the CEO of Blues and Roots Radio. We're going to chat with him. Yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
And at the end we talk about goals of the week.
Yeah, we goal set, and then we do them, and we learn new habits that keep us empowered and discover new things about ourselves and what we like vegetables and fruit.
Awesome. We have a minute and a half left. In terms of going back to writing your own story, how do you, Kat Leonard, do that within your art?
It's funny because I really feel like it just, if you let it happen, it happens. Like, it's not something that you really have to work too hard at. You have to show up, and yeah, you have to work past, you know, not feeling like it, or, you know, being distracted by whatever is happening, a bag of chips, a love affair with a plant, whatever. You have to show up and do the work and open yourself kind of like to the ethers. Let the ideas come, let them inspire you, and just write and just create. That's what works for me.
That's awesome. Well, and it goes back to, if you guys have been tuning in since the beginning of our season, we talked about taking control, you know, allowing yourself to do exactly what needs to be done in order to achieve your goal, and letting inspiration take over can actually surprise you, I think.
It can, and I know I've heard people say, well, I don't have any ideas, I don't have anything to write with, I don't have anything to write.
When people say that, though, that's because they say they don't have any ideas. I always throw that back at them, and they're like, ooh. I'm like, but it's true.
But they're there. You've just got to, I feel like all the gold is underneath, and then there's stuff you got to shovel off to really mine where all the gems are, right? And if you're not, you got to get it off. You got to shovel the, you know, who we are.
Exactly.
So you've got to write, you've got to create. Write the crap songs so the good ones can come.
Because the limits we have are the only ones we put on ourselves.
Yes, and electric fences.
That's true. And
beware.
So please stay tuned. We're going to be talking with some Supermen and Wonder Women. First, think. Second, believe. Third, dream. And finally, dare. Walt Disney.